Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K. So this is a new update that was just released, and you have to understand this is still in beta. It's not like a finished PSVR 2 version of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. They still don't have the marketplace, so you can purchase planes and stuff like that. You know, add-ons and airports and things like that. So the marketplace, it's still not there because it's still in beta. HDR is still not here because it's still in beta. Haptic feedback is still not here because it's still in beta. So it's very important that everybody understands when you are reviewing this, you have to understand it's still early access. It's still in beta stages. Okay, so but this will help them get the feedback, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing a lot of these live streams, so that way they can look at the feedback, look at these live streams, they can see for themselves. I think by the end of this year, just in time for holiday season, I think we will have all the features like high dynamic range, 90 hertz refresh rate, haptic feedback, eye tracking, and we'll see more stuff. You know, marketplace will be available because you need a marketplace to purchase planes, airports, add-ons, and other stuff. You know, that's available on the marketplace. So this is the new update. I have no idea what this new update has. I didn't read. I didn't read the notes, the release notes. So I have no idea what this update is fixing. Okay, I have no idea. I might have to do a separate video to talk about what's latest with this new beta update. But anyway, let's check it out, huh? Do I notice anything different? Let me see. Here's what I do notice. I don't see those jagged-edged lines up close like I used to before. Now when I look very close, I can see the detail very good. Like I don't like these headphones look very detailed. Let me take a screenshot, hold on. I think they've done something with jagged-edged lines with the graphics. I think they might have polished the graphics a little bit. Oh yeah, the detail on these headphones for sure. Even her aviators, I can see the reflection, like what's behind me, like the skies and the mountains. I can see the reflection. So I'm just letting you know what I'm seeing. You know, I don't, like I said, I don't have release notes to tell you exactly what they fixed with this update, but I'm just kind of telling you what I'm seeing, okay? And yes, as always, I'm using, of course, hottest for. You need this. Listen, I know you can use PlayStation 5 controller, and I know you can use PlayStation VR 2 controllers. That's all fine and dandy using PSVR 2 controllers or PS5 controller. But however, this, it's more accurate. Like, trust me, you will be more accurate with Thrustmaster T-Flight Hottest 4. T-Flight Hottest 4. You need a Hottest 4, not Hottest 1. Hottest 1, it's for the Xbox. Hottest 4 is for PlayStation 5. It is the only compatible flight stick right now that's available with the PlayStation 5. Okay, alright, so let's go ahead and let's take off. We're somewhere in Colorado. I think Aspen. We have this helicopter. I gotta say, it looks a little bit sharper, man. It looks a little bit sharper. I mean, there's still foveated rendering, of course, in the distance. But like, I noticed that the jagged edged lines are removed. They're not like as present as they were before. So I've never flown this helicopter before. So it's my first time flying it. I think this helicopter is pretty good for scenery. There's the rainbow again. Well, what do I wish? Well, first and foremost, you should always wish to be healthy. So I wish to be healthy. PS5 Pro, that's a luxury. That can wait. I want to be healthy. That's it. I want to be healthy. That's the wish. It's the best wish you can wish for. It's to be healthy. There you go. Everything else, it's secondary. How far can we go in an altitude? with this helicopter. I don't think we can climb too much of an altitude with this one. This is really meant for like a low altitude, low flying, and checking out the scenery, which is perfect. This is good altitude right here. So this new update, honestly, I think they have removed the jagged edged lines. The graphics look a little bit better. They look a little bit sharper. There's still blurriness in the distance because of the foveated rendering, but like I can see a much better detail now. Like looking at my co-pilot character, looking down below, inside the cockpit, all around inside the cockpit. Interior of the cockpit, inside the cockpit, looks pretty good. Like inside the cockpit right now, I can see the detail on the chair, the detail on the dashboard, caution, secure latches, secure latches before flight. So like pretty good amount of detail here. These raindrops, again, I don't know what type of updates they have included because I didn't read the release notes, so please understand that I'm just basically telling you what I'm seeing. And this is still in beta. Just keep that in mind. This will only get better. Can't wait for the HDR. HDR certainly is going to be a major game changer. But I tell you what, for a beta, this is still good. Honestly. Not bad. Ah, this looks good. Trust me, this will only get better and better. And this is one of the main reasons why I want PS5 Pro, because PS5 Pro has that extra juice, and Asobo will most certainly squeeze every ounce of that extra power juice that PS5 Pro has, and this will look even more amazing. I'll tell you what, the fact that we even have this on a PlayStation VR 2, it's amazing. You know what? Let me take this helicopter. Let's go somewhere else. Like, let's go to. Hold on. Let's go to New York City. But we'll use a different helicopter. A helicopter that I have not tried. And which helicopter would that be that I have not tried? There is one helicopter that I have not tried yet in VR. This Fairchild Republic A10C Thunderbolt 2. This is a really good A10. I did a live stream on this yesterday. Make sure you go check it out. This Fairchild Republic A10C Thunderbolt 2. It's amazing. What is this? I never tried this. What is this? Joby S4 Microflight FX. All right, let's try this. Let me see. I never tried this. So let's see. Okay, let's go to New York City. Here we go. Yeah, it looks a little bit clear. With this new update, it looks a little bit clear. Oh wow, look at this. Wow. Wow, dude. Oh my goodness. It's like a Lexus or something. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, dude. Oh wow, look at this. Good Lord. Wow, look at the detail here. Hold on. Oh wow, dude. So with this new update, guys, with this new update, I can certainly see that there is a sharper image, like they've done something with the graphics. Either they bumped up the resolution a little bit, or they did something with the graphics, but it looks a little bit sharper. All right, here we go, guys. Wow, this is amazing. This is a futuristic helicopter. This is amazing. Wow. Wow, dude. All right, all right. All right. This looks great. Impressive. And it's raining in New York City right now. All right, all right, all right. I feel like Matthew McConaughey right now. All right, all right, all right. All right. All right. Wow. I wish you guys could see this, like in VR, so you can see what I'm talking about. This is certainly sharper, man. This new update certainly made it sharper. I don't know what they've done. Maybe they bumped up the resolution. But they certainly have done something either with resolution or with the graphics. Wow. Welcome to New York City. It's a Brooklyn Bridge. Wow. Wow. Hold on. I have to take a screenshot of this. Wow. This is amazing. Yo. All right, all right, all right, all right. Yo, dude, this is amazing. My Matthew McConaughey impression is not that good. All right, all right, all right. All right. They should call him Mr. All Right. Matthew McConaughey, Mr. All Right. He always said that in the movies, didn't he? Like every movie that I watched with Matthew McConaughey, it's always all right, all right, all right, all right, Mr. All Right. That's a good name, Mr. All Right. Wow, guys. Just wow, dude. This is like, dude, it's like a Lexus of a helicopter, bro. Wow, dude. Wow. Wow. Let's go see a King Kong. He's on top of the Empire State Building. Wow. Wow, dude. Wow. Wow. Now you know why I need PS5 Pro, because I know that they will take the advantage of PS5 Pro. And you will see, once I finally purchase a PS5 Pro, you will see they will take the full advantage of PS5 Pro to give us the best possible experience on PlayStation VR 2 for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And guys, this is just the beginning. This is just a beta. I need to emphasize what I just emphasized earlier. This is still in beta stages. This is still beta. By the end of this year, during the holiday season, once the full version comes out, you will see how amazing this is going to be. Wow. 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 Look at this. Wow, dude. Wow. Where's King Kong? Where's King Kong? Wow, dude. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm like, wow, dude. Just wow. Hold on, I'm reading my apple. Wow. Oh my God. The detail on this cockpit, it's unbelievable. It's like a luxury helicopter. Detail on Empire State Building looks amazing. Wow. 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 I'm sorry for saying wow so many times, but you would be saying wow too if you put this VR headset on. Wow. Wow. Everything looks sharper with this new update. I don't know what they've done. I have to read the release notes. Like, what exactly did they do? I mean, they've done something. Amazing. Amazing. Wow, everything's sharper. Wow, dude. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The detail, it's unbelievable. Dude, I didn't see this kind of detail yesterday, okay? I know, man. I mean, I'm not blind. I'm not blind. I have a good memory. I know what I have experienced yesterday. Look, wow, look at this. You can stand still like this. Look at that. Wow, dude. Wow, look at this. Hold on, hold on. Let's just stand still in a stationary position. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. Wow, dude. Look at this detail. Holy mother of God. Oh. Holy mother of God. Joby. Wow. Oh my God. Is this Joby included? Yes. Joby, it's included. Yes. You don't have to pay for it. It's included. Wow, dude. Wow. Oh my God. Dude. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. Let's take another photo. Hold on, but let's like from here. Oh my. Wow. Wow, dude. Wow. Wow, dude. Oh my God, dude. Wow. Anyway. Let's go. I'm impressed. You know, normally I don't get impressed easily. Like, you really have to work hard to impress me. But this has really impressed me. Wow. Let's go visit Statue of Liberty. It's raining, so it's hard to see Statue of Liberty. Let me try fly a little bit lower so we can take a good look at Statue of Liberty. So I will try to fly a little bit lower, and then we'll take a good look at Statue of Liberty. There we go. Wow. 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 Wow, dude. You can even read where it says. It says July 4th. Independence Day. July 4th, Independence Day. Wow. Wow. July 4th, Independence Day. Wow, dude. Wow. Impressive. All right, let's go to Las Vegas. Let's see how it looks in Las Vegas. Wait a minute. Are we on a live weather? That's what I'm talking about. Live. It needs to be live. It needs to be a live weather. Hold on. I'm way out of my seat. There we go. That's better. Las Vegas. Yeah, everything looks a little bit sharper. They've done something with either they maybe bumped up the resolution a little bit or they adjusted the graphics, but it certainly looks a little bit sharper. Wow. This looks pretty good. There's the sphere. The sphere. Look, the moon. Now they have the moon. Nice. Hold on. Let me turn back. Let me turn back and look at it. Let me turn back and look at it again. I think they have a moon now. Yeah. Wow. Dude, this is amazing. Let me tell you something. It's only going to get better and better and better as Asobo, it's, you know, releasing new updates. And just in time for holiday season, this will be ready. Trust me. This will be ready for prime time. This PSVR 2 will be ready for prime time. And there's no question about it that PS5 Pro will certainly take the advantage of this. I'm pretty sure Asobo is working on a PS5 Pro version to take the advantage of this. And that's why I want PS5 Pro for this, mainly for this. Even though there's many other games that are PS5 Pro enhanced that I want to, you know, test and see how those games run. Believe me, once I finally purchase PS5 Pro, man, I will have so many videos, uploading so many videos, testing PS5 Pro enhanced games. Wait, now they changed. What is this? Now it's not a moon. What is it now? What is it now? Now it's a sun? Is that a sun? What is that? Venus? Mars? That's not a Mars. That's not Venus. That's a sun. Right? Sun? Wow. 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 Let's take a good look at it. Wow, dude. Wow. Whoa. Wow, dude. Now it changed to a planet Earth. Look. Wow. Wow, dude. All right, let's go to well, I was thinking about flying directly to Los Angeles, but it would be a long flight, especially with this helicopter, this flying vehicle, helicopter, whatever you want to call it, flying vehicle. Yeah, it would take a long time. Why don't we just go directly to Los Angeles right now? Listen, guys. Oh, by the way, the name of this vehicle is. Hold on. Joby. The name of this vehicle is Joby. I highly recommend Joby. This is fantastic. All right, so we already been to New York City, Las Vegas. Let's go to Los Angeles. And it's Joby. Joby, it's included. This flying vehicle, it's included. You don't have to pay for it. It's included. Okay, it's included. So, Joby. That's the name of the vehicle, Joby. All right, let's end the flight. I'm impressed with this new update. I know it's difficult for you guys to see. Well, you can see what I'm seeing. Okay, let's just put some things in perspective. You guys can't see what I'm seeing. What you're seeing on the screen, what's projected on the screen, it's totally different than what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing here, it's certainly sharper, looks more cleaner than what I had previously. So I have a good point of reference from yesterday and last week. I've been using this now for what, 2 weeks? So using this for 2 weeks, I have a pretty good point of reference, what I experienced before and what I'm experiencing now with this update. But remember, this is just a small step. There will be more updates, okay? But what this indicates that Asobo is serious about making sure that we have the best possible PlayStation VR 2 experience. And they will achieve that. There's no question about it. And I think PS5 Pro will certainly look the best because of the extra juice that the PS5 Pro has. Just like Polyphony Digital did with Gran Turismo 7, right? Polyphony Digital did exactly the same thing. They squeezed every ounce of juice from PS5 Pro. Alright, let's go to Los Angeles. Okay, let's see. Let's go to downtown. Downtown. Wait a minute. Where's downtown? There we go. Right here. All right. Here we go. The detail, it's amazing. Hold on. Let me adjust my seat. There we go. There we go. That's excellent. Okay, downtown LA. There's Staples Center. You can see it clear as the day, Staples Center. That's where Los Angeles Lakers arena is. Looking good. And right behind us we have, of course, the famous US Bank building. This is the most iconic, well, besides the Hollywood sign. But you always recognize LA because of this building. Like, well, you know, this is the iconic signature of the city, right? Is this building, the US Bank. Looking great. There's the City Hall. City Hall, Los Angeles City Hall, right there. And that's that new building that they built. When was it? Oh my goodness. It was like So like they were building it like what, 15 years ago? 15? I think in Grand Theft Auto 5 they were showing, Rockstar was showing it actually in a Grand Theft Auto 5 when they were building it, which indicated that yes, this building will be built, and they're building it, and they did build it, and there it is now. It's right there. It's this building. What's the name of this building? I know that it was built like 15 years ago. It's U.S. Bank's been there for a long time, long time. But this is the recent one, 15 years ago. What's the name of it? Hold on, I want to see what the name is. Yes, I'm familiar with the U.S. Bank, but this one is, I don't know. What's the name of this one? But this is the most iconic, the U.S. Bank. It always will be. Well, when I think of LA, I think of U.S. Bank. And what's the name of this one? This is the new one. Was it 15 years ago? They built this one. I'm sorry, I don't know the name. All right, let's go to Hollywood Hills. Hollywood Hills are right here, man. Like you can't, like, dude, like it's right there, man. Like right there. You can't miss it. Everything looks sharper. I don't know what it is. It just looks more sharper, more vibrant. I know they haven't, implemented any HDR yet. There's no HDR. Okay, HDR is not yet here. Okay, but even without HDR, this looks great on the OLED panel that they have built inside this VR headset. But what I'm basically saying is there's still foveated rendering. It's still there in the distance, but it looks a little bit more vibrant. It looks a little bit more clear. It looks a little bit more sharper. Okay, let's go to Hollywood Hills. There's observatory, the famous observatory telescope. That's where also Terminator was filmed, the first Terminator. And Optimus Prime. There was a scene with Optimus Prime right here on the observatory. And then there's Hollywood right there, Hollywood Hills. But see, like getting up to the Hollywood Hills, man. Look at these roads. How dangerous these roads are, man. There's Hollywood right there. Hollywood sign. And you get a nice view of downtown LA from Hollywood Hills right here. And look at these roads. Look how dangerous they are, these roads. Of course, this is where Observatory is. This is where the first Terminator was filmed. And Transformers Optimus Prime made the appearance. It was CGI, but still. It was in a movie. This is great, man. Let me tell you, man. You guys need to try this. Listen, I'm sure you guys are getting tired of listening to me, like talking about how amazing this is. But listen, it's not just me that's going to tell you this. Watch other YouTubers. They will tell you exactly the same exact experience that I'm having. They will tell you a similar experience. Is there a room for the improvement? Of course. That's why they put it in beta. This is the whole point. Why it's in beta. This is what people need to understand. This is not like a full version. The marketplace is not open. HDR is not there yet. Eye tracking, it's not there yet. Haptic feedback, it's not on there yet. So there's still a marketplace. It's not there. So you can't purchase any planes. So for a beta, this is great. And I'm glad that they released it in beta like this, because this will help Asobo throughout the summer, going into the fall, just in time for holidays. This will help them get all the feedback and optimize this experience to be the best on the PlayStation VR 2. And honestly, I can't wait. Now, I know some of you probably will ask this following question, and I can already hear it in a distance. Well, since it's in beta, Mr. 4K, should I spend my hard-earned cash to purchase PlayStation VR 2 and a PS5, or PS5 Pro with PlayStation VR 2? Now, there's a flip side to that coin in order for me to answer that question. It really depends on how badly do you want to experience this. If you've never experienced VR and it's like this would be your first time, absolutely. If you're somebody who already experienced this on a PC, and you got a pretty good PC, right? And you already experienced this on one of those super expensive Pimax 8K VR headsets, then you're good. There's no reason for you to be looking at this. You're pretty much all good. However, if you're somebody who doesn't have a high-end PC, you got like a decent PC, or maybe a decent laptop that, you just use it for browsing and, streaming and editing videos, and you mainly game on a console and you never tried the VR, this is like would be your first time trying out the VR and you never tried the VR. For you, yes. If you're somebody who's been always on a console, you never tried the MetaQuest 2 or MetaQuest 3, you've never tried the VR, this would be like a brand new experience for you, and you love flying, you would love to fly, and you have a PlayStation 5 Pro, and you're thinking about, or a regular base PS5, or PS5 Pro, whatever. You have a PS5 console, and you're like, man, should I purchase PlayStation VR 2 for this? At this early stages as a beta, and you never tried it, I would say yes, honestly. Just look at my videos. Look at my live streams. I've been using this now for 2 weeks. I didn't have one single issue. There was no mishaps, no issues, no mishaps. Not once did this beta version ever crash. It never crashed. I never had one single crash. It never crashed. I never had any mishaps. I never had any issues. It's been a very smooth experience. So what I'm essentially saying is, if you are that person like a Virgin VR and you never tried this and you would love to fly, you love flying, this is like your dream come true, absolutely, I could easily recommend, even in beta, even in a beta stage right now, absolutely I could recommend this. But just understand that it's still in beta, and it will only get better as they start rolling out more updates. Okay? But yes, if you are a person that never tried VR and this was like your first time ever, absolutely. But if you are somebody who already has a Pimax 8K or MetaQuest 3 with a PC, or if you have one of those Steam Valve VR headsets, those Steam VR headsets, and you got a pretty good PC, and you already played this on a PC with the highest resolution and the best possible graphics, for you, then no, because you already have a high-end PC. You already have a full version of the game with the marketplace and everything. You already have a pretty good VR headset and a very expensive PC. You already have been enjoying this. So for you, there's no reason, honestly, because you already got the best of the best. You already have the best of the best, all the bells and whistles, especially if you have a Pimax. But if you're somebody who's on a console and you never tried the VR, absolutely, man, absolutely, bro. I can't recommend this enough. And this is something that you have to try, instead of just listening to me like a broken record, repeating myself like a broken record, telling you, why you should purchase this. The best way to convince you, if you want to be convinced, this video will not convince you. This will just give you some idea. Maybe get you a little bit excited, gives you some idea, to get you influenced a little bit to try this or purchase this. But if you really want to know how good this is on a console, then you have to try this. You have to try it. You have to buy it. It's the only way, dude. Either try it, have someone else let you try it, and then you'll see for yourself. Or just purchase it if you have the money. Just purchase it. But is it worth it? Absolutely. So I hope this helps. Look, I'm trying to help you guys out because I know you guys have questions. You know, is it really that good? Listen, you have to understand, I am a veteran of VR. Veteran of VR. My very first VR experience was with Samsung, one of those Samsung Galaxy Edge 7 phones and Samsung Gear VR. My very first VR experience. This is like, I don't know, 2010, 2011, whatever. It was a long time ago. So I've been using VR since 2010 when they were using like Samsung Gear VR. So I'm a veteran of VR. Okay? So you have, the reason I'm telling you this, not to brag about me, but I need you to understand that you're getting a recommendation from someone who's a veteran of VR, okay? So my very first VR experience was with the Samsung Gear VR. And after Samsung Gear VR, I switched over to Lucky Palmer's, which I still have, those VR headsets. But I'm not using them because they're old. Oculus Rift. The very first prototype of Lucky Palmer's. Lucky Palmer is the founder of Oculus Rift. And then later on he sold it to Mark Zuckerberg, to Facebook. And then Facebook turned it into Meta, and now it's a Meta Quest, okay? So that was my very first experience, man. That's how far back I go. Samsung Gear VR, the very early development of Oculus Rift, like a prototype development kit. Very first prototype development kit of Oculus Rift, and then final version of Oculus Rift 1, Generation 1, Oculus Rift Generation 2, Oculus Rift Generation 3, Oculus Rift S, HTC Vive, and then next to HTC Vive, I tried Windows Mixed Reality, and then after Windows Mixed Reality, I've tried, what else? MetaQuest 1, which I still have, MetaQuest 2, which I still have, and of course MetaQuest 3, which I still have. And of course the original PlayStation VR in 2016. The original PlayStation VR. The Oculus Go, I still have those Oculus Go's. Samsung Odyssey. I have a couple of those Samsung Odyssey VR headsets. I still have them. So I am no stranger. So when I say I am a veteran of VR, trust me, believe me, that's a fact. Okay? Why is this so important that I'm telling you this? It's important that you understand that you are getting a feedback from someone who has a point of reference of all these other VR headsets. This is not my first rodeo using VR, okay? So you are getting a feedback from someone who has used a lot of VR headsets. The only VR headset that I haven't used, it's a Pimax, because it's super expensive, but everything else I have tried. Some are better than others. It just depends on what your preference is. So if I tell you that this is really good for a PlayStation VR 2, then you can take that feedback in consideration, that you are getting a feedback from someone who knows what they're talking about. Now, granted, you can't compare PlayStation VR 2 to a Pimax. Pimax, it's an 8K resolution, right? But it requires a lot of computing power, so you need a very powerful GPU, CPU. I've seen people, run SLI 5090s just for the Pimax 8K resolution. 8K resolution on each eye, both eyes. It's insane, right? But for a console, for a PlayStation VR 2, for a console experience, absolutely. Look at Malibu, man. Look, we're flying around Malibu here on the Pacific Coast Highway. Pacific Coast Highway in Los Angeles, right? Look how realistic this is. Look how beautiful this is. And of course, there's Malibu right over there. This is a Pacific Coast Highway right here. A lot of famous movies filmed here, like Point Break and many others. And of course, you got the Malibu over there. Mel Gibson used to have a house there. I think Tom Hanks has a house here somewhere as well. I think they're in Brentwood. They're in Brentwood, which is a different place. But it's in Malibu. It's in Malibu area, but it's Brentwood. I think Dennis Quaid also lives in Brentwood. There's a lot of celebrities here, a lot of movie directors, famous people, etc., etc. And look, look how good this is. And you have to also consider the fact that we are achieving this on a console. PCs are expensive. Let's not forget how expensive PCs are. I already talked about that. Not to mention that with a PC, you always have to adjust. Did you see my nightmare with the Xbox app? What a nightmare that was. I couldn't play one single game. Nothing was working, right? You are experiencing this on a console. It's a very convenient. Remember, it's a convenience. Okay, you have this convenience to experience something like this on a console versus a super high-end bourgeois expensive PC, right? So take that in consideration as well. All right, let's follow the Pacific Coast Highway. So if you never tried VR and you always been playing on a TV, of course, because you never tried the VR. If you're like a VR virgin, dude, like you need to buy this. And when you buy it, I guarantee you will understand everything that I was telling you right now. Then you will remember everything that I just told you on this live stream. And you will say, oh my God, I totally now understand what Mr. 4K was talking about. So you have to try this in order to understand how good this is. There's Santa Monica right there. Santa Monica Beach. And we're flying along the Pacific Coast Highway. LA is a huge city. It's just a huge city, man. It's a big city. There's Santa Monica. Look at that beautiful Santa Monica beach. Oh my God. Wow. And that famous Santa Monica Pier. Beautiful. Remember the movie White Man Can't Jump with Woody Harrelson and the Blade. What's the guy? The name who the guy who played Demolition Man and Blade with Sylvester Stallone. Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson. You know, right here, Santa Monica Beach. A lot of famous movies, dude. A lot of iconic culture here, pop culture here, man. On this beach. Are you kidding me, dude? Like, LA is a very like iconic cultural city, just like New York City is. Like that's why it's always New York, LA, New York, LA, because they're both very iconic cities, both New York and LA, like East Coast, West Coast, very iconic cities. Look how big Santa Monica Beach is. The Baywatch, of course. Yeah. There's the Santa Monica Pier. You've seen it in Grand Theft Auto 5, GTA 5. You've seen it like in the movies. You've seen it like there's a movie called Falling Down with Michael Douglas and Robert Duvall. May he rest in peace. Robert Duvall passed away recently. And there was a famous scene here with Michael Douglas and Robert Duvall in a movie called Falling Down. It was filmed right here. Guess what else? It's nearby. Santa Monica. And I'll show you. All you have to do is just take a Santa Monica Boulevard and I'll take you to Nakatomi Plaza. Nakatomi Plaza is, of course, the famous building named after, you know, it's a fictional name given in the movie Die Hard. Die Hard movie. Bruce Willis is one of the best Christmas movies ever made. Action Christmas movies. Next to Home Alone, I would say. Home Alone, legendary Joe Pesci, of course. So here, this is Santa Monica Boulevard. And I'm going to show you that famous building. Now, the real name of the building is Fox Plaza, which is owned by 20th Century Fox Studios. So it's called Fox Plaza. So 20th Century Fox made the movie Die Hard, and they were like, you know what? Let's save the money on the budget. Let's use our own building. So they used their own building, and there it is. You'll see it in a minute. But you got to take a Santa Monica Boulevard, which will take you there. Directly to Beverly Hills. So that's it. You just take a Santa Monica Boulevard, and it'll take you directly to Beverly Hills, and there you are. There it is. Fox Plaza right here. Right here. Which is in Beverly Hills, but Santa Monica Boulevard will take you there. This is a Nakatomi building. You see? Santa Monica Boulevard will take you right there. And you see, Santa Monica Beach is not that far from Beverly Hills. And there's the Fox Plaza right here. There you go. That's the famous. I should be a tour guide for LA, bro. I'm so familiar with this city. It's ridiculous. There it is. There's the Nakatomi Plaza. That's where John McClane, what's the name of the guy? Hans Gruber threw him off the building. Hans Gruber. What was the name? Hans Gruber? Was it Hans Gruber? Yeah. Hans. Such a great movie, man. Die Hard, such. You know what? To me, that has to be next to Predator. I mean, there's so many great movies from the '80s, but Die Hard has a special place in my heart, man. Die Hard, honestly, is like it'll always be. Here's a funny thing: both Die Hard and Predator were filmed by the same director, John McTiernan. What are the odds? My two favorite movies of all time, Die Hard and Predator, filmed by the same director, John McTiernan. Hans Gruber. Damn. He also directed a true sequel to Die Hard. I don't consider Die Hard 2 to be a sequel. I didn't like Die Hard 2. I never considered it to be a sequel. Die Hard with a Vengeance was a true sequel. Also directed by John McTiernan. Such an underrated director. When you look at the movies he has directed, The Hunt for the Red October, Predator, Die Hard with a Vengeance, 13 Warrior with Antonio Banderas and Omar Sharif. I mean, Jesus. I mean, so what happened to John McTiernan? He got into some legal trouble, from what I understand. Like, I don't know all the details, but he got into some legal problems, and of course, you know, no one is going to hire you, to make movies anymore if they find out that you've been, doing something illegal. And I don't know all the details, what he was arrested for. I don't know. You guys have to research that. You look that up. But that's why you haven't seen him make any movies. because of that, you know. But he was a legendary director, dude. There's no question about it, you know. He was certainly a legendary director. Yeah. Look at that beautiful sunset. Is John McClane here? Hans Gruber here? Beverly Hills. Let's go to Malibu. Let's look at the sunset. The sunset. It's a beautiful sunset in LA. This is a great live stream. First, we started in Colorado with that smaller helicopter, and then we used this. And we went to New York City, and then from New York City we went to Las Vegas, and from Las Vegas now we are here in Los Angeles. This is a pretty good live stream. I think all of my streams are great, and I'm not trying to brag about myself, but I think my live streams are very unique because they're always interesting. They're never boring. People have told me this. People have told me, like, when I watch your live stream, dude, the time flies by. Because you're a very intriguing person. You're very your live streams are very intriguing. There's a certain style with your live streams that the other content creators don't really put that kind of creativity and effort. You know what it is? I enjoy doing this. This is not like it doesn't feel like a work for me. You know. It doesn't feel like a work. A work is when you have to work, right? But this is something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy, you know, sharing what games I'm playing, giving you my opinions and thoughts on it, you know. And I think that's what people find intriguing about my streams. And I know some of you will say, but what about the chat, Mr. 4K? When is the chat coming back? I don't know yet, honestly, guys. I just don't know. I'm not ready yet for the chat. I'm not ready for comments. Not yet. And I know. But can you give us just some hope that they might come back, the chat? Look, it's not that I don't want to bring the chat back on. It's just I'm not ready to bring it back on yet. Okay? It's not that I don't want to bring the comments back on for you guys to comment and all that. It's just I'm not ready yet. You know, when I'm ready, you will know. But just understand, this won't be permanent. Okay, if this gives you any hope, just remember, this is not going to be permanent. Okay? Eventually, the chat will come back. Eventually, the comments will come back. Okay? Just not yet. Not very soon. It'll be a while. And I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching me and still supporting me, being here. I appreciate that. For those of you who are familiar with what happened on my channel, what I had to deal with, I don't want to rehash the whole thing. But for those of you who do know, I appreciate you guys sticking around and supporting me. Look at these roads. Look how dangerous these roads are, man. Look at this. Oh my God. So what's the time in LA right now? It's 6:36, and the East Coast is 9:36. 3 hours difference. Look at these roads. Oh yeah, a lot of mountain lions here. You have to keep an eye on those mountain lions. Beautiful, beautiful sunset. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. It's been a pretty good live stream. I just wanted to share this with you guys, this latest update, and it looks very good. I did notice that jagged edged lines are removed. I also noticed that it looks a little bit more vibrant. It looks a little bit more sharper. The image looks more vibrant and more sharper. So this indicates one thing. Asobo will continue to roll these updates, and they're serious about making sure that we have the best console VR experience. And that's what this is. This is a console VR experience. So we will have the best console VR experience with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Whenever they're officially done with patching everything up, and I imagine probably by the end of this year, during a holiday season, they will implement all of these features like HDR, haptic feedback, eye tracking, marketplace where you can purchase more planes. A lot of cool features will be implemented with the final product, with the final version, which most likely holiday season they'll be coming out of the beta into the final product, and then once the final product is released, then we'll see during the holiday season just how amazing this is. But for right now, this is pretty good. Okay? And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it.